Hey everyone, this is Katie over at Weight Loss Surgery Warrior. I am going to go ahead and chat with y'all today about the requirements that my bariatric program and my insurance provider had for weight loss surgery. Alright, so the very first step that I had in my program was to go ahead and meet with my surgeon. Now, a lot of people spend a lot of time picking their surgeon. I honestly just went onto my insurance provider's website and went ahead and just looked at who had the most awards and who was the most highly recommended. And of course, obviously covered by my insurance, that was like the biggest factor. And I'm sure it is for a lot of people. So I went ahead and met with him. It was only like a 20-minute, maybe even 15-minute visit where we talked about my history struggling with obesity and how long I'd been overweight, what I'd tried to do to lose weight before, and then we talked about surgery options. So I had gone into this meeting wanting to have VSG or vertical sleeve gastrectomy or the sleeve surgery. So that was what I had in my head that I wanted. We chatted about the lap band, about the RNY gastric bypass. I didn't feel like either of those were right for me for different reasons. And I've had family members who have had both and done great on it. I really loved the idea of the sleeve, and it is a newer surgery, so it wasn't around when they had their surgeries done. So he said he agreed that he thought it would be a great fit for me. So that's what we sort of went ahead and decided on together. And then of course they make sure you're physically able to withstand surgery. So if you have any issues that could interfere with the actual surgery itself, or your body's physically capable of handling the surgery. So I obviously didn't have any problems there. So right after that, I actually met with the insurance coordinator, which was by far my longest meeting of the day. And we went over all my insurance requirements, and even still it's kind of a mess. They are fantastic at what they do. It's just figuring out the insurance aspect of things is always just hard. Now, maybe that's just me. Maybe some other people just breezed right through. It's just been difficult for me. So then right after that, I had my very first nutritionist appointment. Now, I am actually 5 months in, so I have one more nutritionist appointment before I can submit to, actually 2 more. I have 2 more nutritionist appointments before I can submit to insurance. And so with that, every month I meet with her, and, they take my weight and we chat about what I've been eating and how I'm preparing for surgery. So I'm going to do a whole nother video about how I spent the past 5 months preparing for surgery and kind of transitioning my lifestyle into that surgery aspect, which has really helped me, and I think will really help me post-op as well. So when I first started, I was doing a plant-based vegan diet, and this was just more for some health issues I had going on. I heard it was really great for that, and it worked for a little bit, and I did drop some weight on that. The issue I had with that actually was just, it ended up kind of messing with my hormones a little bit. So I nixed that, and now I don't really want to put a label on what I'm eating, just because I don't want that kind of pressure to feel like I had to stick to a specific diet plan. Just try to eat 80% plants and nuts, seeds, that kind of stuff, and then just fill the rest in with kind of whatever, just so that's what I've been doing, and I mean, it's been effective because I went to my first nutritionist appointment at 297 pounds, and then my last nutritionist appointment I weighed at 279. So there's been some weight loss, which I'm really relieved about, because of course that's something that you're always concerned about during this whole process. So after the nutritionist appointment, I had the physical therapist appointment. Now, this was something that was not required by my insurance, but was required by my program. And this makes sure that you have no physical limitations for movement after surgery, so that you're able to walk, you're able to physically withstand surgery. And then they chat with you about the exercises you're doing, maybe what you should be doing, and then of course, what you will be doing after surgery. My program requires, I think 30 minutes, 5 times a week of cardio exercise. So even just walking. My favorite workout partner is my dog, Olivia. She is a rescue poodle, and she is adorable. Now, she checked my resting heart rate. She also checked what like how long it takes for my heart rate to build up. And then of course she gave me like the heart rate number that I should be at when I'm working out. And to me, like, I love strength training, I love yoga, I love moving my body in those kinds of ways, like dance and things like that. Hate cardio. I don't know a single fat person that thinks cardio is fun. Maybe that's just me, but I don't like it. And the only cardio that really works for me is cardio that's fun. So hiking, walking my dog, things like that. So it's great that I live in a space where I live in a part in the country where walking my dog year round is totally doable. I live in the South, so that's not really an issue for me. And also, I mean, I love group classes. I'm such a social person that I really need that sort of social environment. I don't like to feel like I'm stuck on a treadmill. Like, that to me is like, oh, I hate it. But the good news is that I do like to walk in, especially with my dog. So the other thing that both my program and my insurance company required was a psych eval. And this a lot of people get nervous about because I was like freaking out about it. You go on any weight loss forum, any YouTube channel, you will see I failed my psych eval, or you know, you have people who had 20-minute psych eval were like, yeah, you're fine, you're good, go have surgery. It's like 3-hour long, tell me about your childhood and recurring nightmares kind of thing. I was really concerned about it. I shouldn't have been. Even the insurance the insurance coordinator for my program was like, please don't stress about it. It's not a big deal, I promise. And I did it and passed it and was fine. But I think I will make a separate video about that because so many people are concerned about it, and I see posts about it all the time on the different sort of weight loss surgery groups that I'm a part of. And it is a stressful part because it isn't as regulated as everything else. There seems to be like not a true criteria in the weight loss surgery community that require bariatric patients to have, because I've heard like just such drastically different stories through all of this. Now, the final thing that I'm going to have to check off my list, and this is something that we weren't quite sure about, but I will have to get done, is a blood test. And this is fairly common. This is, I think, a criteria most people have, and that's proving you don't have any medical causes of obesity. So, you know, thyroid issues, no diabetes, anything like that that hasn't been discovered and treated. So that I have to get that done, and I'm probably going to get that done in the next month or so. Now, what's interesting is that everybody has different requirements from their insurance. I have to have 6 months recorded of obesity, which, you know, will be done at the end of my weight loss, because no matter how, unless I lose, you know, like 100 pounds on my own, I'm still gonna have a BMI over 40, which is a requirement of my surgery. No treatable causes of obesity, which I just talked about. Failed previously to lose weight. Check. This to me is something that is kind of confusing to me, like why they add this. You don't wake up one day 100 pounds more than you were the other day and just think, you know what, I'm gonna be cut open and have my insides rearranged, and then just everything will be handy dandy. No one's first choice is bariatric surgery, but I get it. So then the final things, of course, were the 6-month diet and the psych evaluation, which were all required by my insurance and have such been completed. So go ahead and tell me below what your insurance and your program requires. I'd love to hear about it. If you check in the description box, you can see how you can get in contact with me and how we can connect via social media. So I would love to hear from you guys and see what kind of videos you're looking for, and I'll keep you updated about my surgery. Thanks.